By let's start by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So, in continuation of Arupa, Arūpajhānāni, last week we finished Agasananja Yarana Citta, the first Arūpajhānāni. Yeah, para Dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi, page number 68, paragraph number 2, say 5, finish. So Agasana, there you can pay attention to the Agasananja Yarana Citta. So there the Buddha explained how Agasananja Yarana Citta happens to a meditator, and also when that citta arises, how many mentalities arise together. How many mentalities arise together are also given here. Dasmai Samaye Paso Hodi, Awakepa Hodi, etc. So Imedhamma Kusala, these are the moral dhammas, moral phenomena. Then the Buddha continued to, so in this paragraph also you can understand soḷasakkhattukāni. So Agasanajana Jana also has a what? Soḷasakkhattukāni. So because we can practice to attain the Agasanajana Jana or to rise Agasanajana Citta within ourselves. So by overcoming Rupa Sanya, by drying out Patika Sanya, and also by paying no attention to the Nanata Sanya. So Sanya played important role in our life, perceptions. So mostly we are very busy with the Rupa Sanya and the Patika Sanya and then Nanata Sanya. So in for the attainment of arūpajhānāni, for the attainment of arūpajhānāni, we have to overcome this Rupa Sanya and Patika Sanya, and then we should try to pay no attention to the Nanata Sanya also. Then only then we will be able to attain Agasanajana Jhana. So as you see, in the Agasanajana Jhana, so there are only two factors, two jhanic factors, or Ubekha and Ekagata. So equanimity and the one-pointedness of the mind, Cetasika Ekagata. So then there arise the Dhamma also. So as a meditator, if you are inside meditation, if you are practicing inside meditation, so after the attainment of this Agasanajana Jhana, you can collectively practice a meditation. So seeing the impermanent nature and also suffering nature or no soul nature of the Agasanajana Citta. So as well as that is called collective meditation, collective reflection on the Agasanajana Citta. It is called Kalapa Sammasana. Kalapa Sammasana. Kalapa is a collective, as a group. Sammasana, you reflect. You reflect the nature of three characteristics of the Dhamma on the as a whole on the Akasanayatana Jeta. So also as a practitioner, sometimes we practice what Anubhada Vipassana. Anubhada is every mentality that contains in the Akasanayatana Jeta. Okay, then maybe there may be parts of Hoti, Vedana, Hoti, Sanya, Hoti. So each word, each Dhamma pertaining to Akasanayatana Jhana also, you can practice. So that way of a practice is called Anubhada Vipassana. So not the collective reflection or the three characteristics is called what? Kalabha Sammasana. So Akasanayatana Jeta as a whole. You see, sometimes you may be aware of Akasanayatana Jeta within yourself. Then that Jeta also does not last for a long time. Then you see, oh, it is impermanent, and also suffering because it does not last for a long time. It is suffering. Then what? Another, no so. Even though you want to maintain, but it does not follow your wish. It ceases to exist. So that is called Kalabha Sammasana, the collective practice of insight meditation, collective reflection, or the insight meditation. And then, but sometimes you are a keen practitioner, or you used to practice analyzing every dhamma that pertain to the Akasanayatana Jeta. Then you can pick up Phasa, Vedana, Sanya. So seeing the nature of a Phasa also arise, disappear. So Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, you can reflect. Then that they go Anubhada Vipassana. So that is possible in the Akasanayatana Jeta also. So after that, the Buddha continued to explain about the Vijnanajayana Jeta. Paragraph number 266, Kadamedhamma Kusala. Yasamay Samayi Arūpāvacarakusalaṃ Magam Bhaveti. So the different one is Sabba so Akasanayatana Samadhikamma. So that is a very important word. Samadhikamma, to overcome Akasanayatana. Only when we are able to overcome Akasanayatana Jeta, jhana, as well as its object, then we will be able to attain as Vijnanajayana jhana. So there also you see the fourth jhana in the fourfold meditation method. And also there arise the Dhamma together with the Vijnanajayana Jeta. So let's go to the commentary, what the commentator explained there. Let me see. There got regarding the Vijnanajayana Jeta, commentator just briefly explained because many points are already explained in the Akasanayatana Jeta. Here, Atasalini Atagata, page number 250. So, paragraph number the same, 266. Akasanayatana Samadhikamma di Ita. So here, Ita means here in the word led by the Akasanayatana Samadhikamma. Tawa, firstly, Ube Odanayena, with the method that has been said before. Akasanayatana Agasananjam ayatanam asa adaitanathinadi jhanam bi agasananjayatanam. Okay. Jhana also agasananjayatana. So what is agasananjayatana? If you ask, both agasananjayatana jhana as well as the object of agasananjayatana jhana. Buddha nayini wa aramanambi. So what the definition given here? Agasananja. So agasa. Agasananja is you have to divide agasa plus ananda. Okay, agasa plus ananda. Na and ananda mewa ananjam, like that. So agasa plus ananja. It means ananda agasa. Actually, it should be said anando agasa. Ananda agasa, endless space. But here, the first word, it is called what? Metathesis. It changed the place, the location of the place. Location of the place. I how to call in a grammatical way. So change of the location, change the location of place. Actually, it should be Anando Akasa, Ananda Akasa. But Ananda go to the backward, Akasa go to the first place. So in this way, it become Akasa Nanjam. So Akasa Nanjam, Ayatanam, it is a base. Ayatana means a base. Asa, to that the jhana, it has what? The base of an endless space. So basing on this, Adaitanatena means because in the sense of the base, jhanam bi agasana jayatana. So jhana also, jhana is agasana jayatana means something, a jhana that take base on the endless space. That is called agasana jayatana. And then Vodda Nayiniwa. So previously we already discussed about this point. If you make a Vagaha, this Vagaha, then you can get the Aramana. If you make it that Vagaha, then you can get a Jhana. Like that. Let me check. Where is it? Akasananjayatana here maybe. Arūpajhānāni, Nanada Sanya. I think somewhere I explained to you, but not right here. Oh. Rupa Sanyana Samatekama, do Ubakama Rupa, Vajrajhana is object. Oh, here. Rupa Sanya, that is Vajrajhana. Rupa Sanya, Asadi Rupa Sanya, that is the object. Okay. So in a similar manner, there you can see Agasananjayatana also. You can make a Vagaha to get a jhana as well as to get an object. So evam medan jhananja aramananja di ubayambi. So in this way, both of a jhana and object are to be overcome. Okay, to be overcome by means of what? To be overcome by means of apavati karanena. Karana means to make. Pavati means happening. Apavati means not happening. By making to not to happen. Okay. And you can simply say that by giving no chance to rise, by giving no chance to rise, Akasanajayana Cheta. Okay, and also uh, by giving, by paying no attention to the Akasanajayana Jhana. Because as you see, so once you get something, you it is also pleasant, something pleasant you get. Then you will be very happy. You will be very happy with this. So this means the spiritual attainment also like this. If you get something attained spiritually, then you appreciate it so much, and then it will be difficult to let it go. If we stay, you goes around this jeta or the jhana. So, but you have to understand that the weak point of Agasanajayana jhana, Agasanajayana jhana is still weak because it is connected with the space. The only by removing kasina object, you see the space. So it is related to the one way or another. It is related to. It is still related to the what the rupa sanya. Not even though not directly, but because of the removal of a rupa sanya, there appear akasa. So then there is something higher. So also at the same time, you have to understand there is something higher than this, more peaceful than that jhana. So only then you will be able to overcome. Only then you will be able to give no chance to rise Akasanajayana jhana. And also to pay no attention to the Akasa object, space object. So then there will, if you are successful in doing so, then there will be Vijnanajayana jhana. So in the arūpajhānā, for the attainment of arūpajhānā, later also it will be explained here. The chart is given here. I will write it down. Okay, to be one page. So here Jeta, Akasanajayana Jeta, and also Alambitava, object to be taken. Okay, object to be taken, and also Atekamitava is also object to be overcome. So for the attainment of Akasanajayana jhana, the object to be overcome is a kasina panyati. So earth or water or air or fire element by a kasina object. So we have to overcome. Or kala kasina we have to overcome. Only when we overcome or we remove kasina panyati, then there will be akasa. Okay, then taking that akasa as object, we try to attain Akasanajayana jhana. So that's why we have to denote alambitava. Alambitava, it means object to be taken. And then atekamitava means object to be overcome. So also in the second jeta, second arupa jeta, Vijnanajayana jeta. So the object to be taken is a patamarupa vijnana. Only when you remove, you pay no attention, no attention to the agasa object, agasa panyati. Rather, you pay attention to the what? Agasanajayana Chitta. Take Agasanajayana Chitta as object. And then the object to be overcome is agasa panyati, okay, space concept. That space concept you have to pay no attention, and also you don't, at the same time, you don't let Akasanajayana jhana, so to happen. So if Akasanajayana jhana happens, then you cannot continue do a day Vinyanajayana jita, Vinyanajayana jhana. So, but there should be Bhattamarupa Vinyana, Akasanajayana jita is there. So take that jita as an object. Okay, but you don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. So in order in order not to happen that jeta, you have to see the danger of it, that akasanajayana jhana, or weak point of it, akasanajayana jhana. So in this way, we can attain akasana vinyanajayana jeta. Ubayambi ekajan, both akasanajayana jeta and then the object of akasanajayana jeta are collectively ekajan katwa, collectively called akasanajayana samadhikama. Here regarding the vinyanajayana sahagadam, vinyanajayana the sanya sahagadam. So if you remove one sanya, then there arises another sanya. So sanya has many layers. Okay, we can understand that. So previously we studied what the Paṭika sanya, Rupa sanya, and then Nanada sanya there. And also here you found that Akasananja Yadana sanya. Okay, in the Bhattamarupa Vinyana, Akasananja Yadana sanya is there. So that sanya is helpful for the attainment of akasanajayana jeta, but still disturbance for the attainment of vinyanajayana jeta. So that's why we have to overcome akasanajayana jhana, and as well as the object of akasanajayana. So then there will arise vinyanajayana sanya. Okay, vinyanajayana sanya. So in this what vinyanajayana sanya sahagatan ita pana anandan manasika daba wasena nasa ando anandan. So here also, if you are asked to divide vinyanajayana, so or vinyananja past. So vinyanajayana is, you have to divide vinyananja plus ayatana. Then you can again divide vinyananja into what? Into vinyana and ananda. Okay, vinyananja is a combination of a vinyana and ananda. Okay, vinyananja. So here, so the word ananda is played first. Nasa ando anandam. Na asa ando anandam. Okay, na asa, here you can see this word. Na asa ando di anandam. Okay, na asa ando di ananda. There is no end. That's why it is a go ananda. Then commentator explain again. Ananda mewa ananjam. Okay, ananda mewa. This is called Ewa Dadita, Sutta Dadita. This endless is also called Ananja. Okay, this endless is also called Ananja. So there is no meaning in the surface. So, but Naya surface, Ananda plus Naya surface, then T and Y change into C, and then N change into nese, hita, and then again change into nya. So it began because of the Naya surface, the word, the preceding, the first word A is lengthened, Bodhi. Bodhi form is there, it becomes Ananja. Ananda meva Ananjam. So when
so Sarah, sorry for my disturbance.
yes.
So here, when you say is Sutta Tatita, we say Ananda Meva Ananjam. So here, but in this case, they didn't mention the Naya suffix, right?
There, Naya, understood. Understood. Ewa in the Kajayana grammar, in the Sutta Darita, there is a Naya suffix.
So that means when we use the Naya suffix, we have to make the Eva.
Yeah, not
Definition.
Naya has a many guy. In the Sutta Darita also there is a Naya suffix. And also Bhava Darita also we have a Naya suffix. Okay, Bhava, like something like a what? Kusalasa Bhava, Kosala, something like that. So there is a Naya suffix. Okay. So in the Bhava Darita also there is a Naya suffix. In the Bhava Darita, not only Naya and Davadi and the Da suffix. There are 3 suffixes to be added for the Bhava Darita. But for the Sutta Darita, there is only 1 suffix, that is a Naya. Indo Y, a Naya suffix. Okay.
But I mean, regarding the Eva, for example, when we say Hetu Eva Pachaya, Hetu Pachaya. So
that is another meaning. That is what the how to say not the what not the Tadida, but the Samasa.
It is Samasa.
Yeah, it is Samasa compound. But here is Tadida is we can keep in mind that what now in surface. Now plus the surface, it is called Tadida. What plus what? That is called Samasa.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. Here, Vinyana, let me continue. Vinyana Ananjan, Vinyananjan, Vinyanananjan. Okay, actually it should be Vinyanananja. Okay, Vinyana plus Ananja. So, but without saying like this, Vinyanananja. So it is said Vinyananjan Devotam. Okay, it is called so Vinyananja. So something deleted, some of the words. So for example, ana is deleted, then you use we come to use a Vinyananja. Okay, but if you didn't study this one, then if you are asked, oh, Vinyananja, how to divide? Then you will say Vinyana plus ja. Okay, Vinyana plus ja. So it is not correct in this sense. The Vinyananja derived from the Vinyanananja. Okay, Vinyana Ananja. So without actually the word is the real word is Vinyana Ananda, Ananda Vinyana. Endless Vinyana. The consciousness that takes endless space as an object. That's why it is called what the Vinyananja, Vinyanananja. So actually, Jada is not endless because Jada has a Upadati Venga with the 3 marks, 3 characteristic marks. So arising, remain existing, and also dissolving. So that is the end. But it takes Vijnana as a agasa, endless agasa as an object. That's why this Jeda is also what metaphorically it is also called what Vijnana, Ananda Vijnana. Not directly, It is called what? Thanu upajara, Thana upajara. So in the Myanmar, in the study of the Pali grammar, also we have a kind of a metaphor, metaphorical understanding. So something like what? Oh, this university or this room is very noisy. Actually, the room does not make any noise, but the people in the room, it makes a noise. But we say metaphorically that it is a what? The room is very noisy. Okay, so also here, Vijnana itself is not endless, but it takes the endless space as an object. That's why the Vijnana is also said to be Ananda Vijnana or Vijnana Nanja. Or finally we call Vijnananja. So Ayameta, Ayan Nita, Ayan Hi Ita. You have to divide it. Ayan Nita, Ayan Hi Ita. Ita me here. Ayan, this what? This name is a Roli Sado. Roli Sada. This is just a name. It's a name for the Ananda Vijnana. So Dadeva Vijnananjam Adedhanadena Imaya Sanyaya Ayadanandi Vijnananja Yadanam. So this endless Vijnana itself is a God, it serves as a base for the Vijnanajayana Jeta or for the Sanya, for the Vijnanajayana Sanya. So if you perceive something, or if you take a note on something, so for example, on an object, if you take note, you have to have a base. Okay, based on something, you have to make a note. Without base, we cannot make any note. So also here, Vijnanajayana is a sub as a base for the Vijnanajayana Sanya. Okay, for the Vijnanajayana perception. That's why it is called Vijnananja Yadana. So that's the main Vijnananja Yadani Pawadaya Sanyaya Sahagadandi Vijnananja Yadana Sanya Sahagada. It's a collective Vigaha it makes. Actually, you can make it what? Vijnananja Yadani Pawada Sanya Vijnananja Yadana Sanya. So the perception that arises on the Vijnanajayana. So that is called Vijnanajayana Sanya. And then Vijnanajayana Sanyaya Sahagada. Vijnanajayana Sanya Sahagada. So because commentator make it such a collective collective Vigaha. It is called what? Lahuga Vigaha, light Vigaha. It does not give very much in detail about the understood. But if you want to make a garuga, heavy vigaha, then you have to separate word by word, and then you have to join these words together by the vigaha. So then, if you make a Vijnanajayana Sanya Sagadam, it is the name for what? Agase Bawada Vijnana Ramanasa Jhana Sa Edam Adivajanam. Jhana Sedam Divajanam. So this is the name for the jhana that arise taking Vijnana on the object. Okay, taking Vijnana on the space. Yeah, like that. Vijnanajayana. Because Vijnanajayana Jeta, as you see that, take Agasanajayana Jeta as an object. Agasanajayana Jeta take space as an object. So that's why commentator explain clearly. Agase in the space, but what happened Vijnana? Vijnana is a Jit consciousness, Aramana object. the object of the consciousness object. Jhanasa, the jhana which has a consciousness object that arises based on the space object. So this is the name for the, we can simply say what, this is the name for the Vijnana Jayatana jhana. Ida Agasananya Yadana Samabadiya Nikandi Priyadana Dukha Daya Dukha Padibara. There also you can have a soḷasakkhattukāni, 16 times that we can make it. For Padibara and also for object. Okay, for Padibara, for object. Then you can multiply. So 4 multiplied by 4, you can have a 16 method. Okay, so here why it is difficult. So as I explained you previously, it is difficult to remove attachment to the jhana, akasanayatana jhana. So even though you are trying to attain for you are trying for the attainment of a higher jhana, that is vijnana jhana, but it's still difficult to remove attachment to the akasanayatana jhana. So if it is difficult to remove, the practice become a dukkha padibada. It is, if it is easy to remove, it is a what? A sukha padibada. So also danda vinya. So priya dena nikandikasa apana privasa danda daya. So nikandi cause to delay, cause to delay for the arising of the vijnana jhana. So that is why danda vinya, slow attainment. So in the opposite manner, then there you can understand sukha padivara and kripa vinya. So vipariyayena, it is called in the opposite manner. Then parita kasino kati makasaramana samabade araba pawadiya parita ramana. So object, limited object. So what does it mean by the limited object here means? Because sometimes you may confuse, oh, the object is ananda vijnana, why it become limited? So here commentator explain, parita kasino gadi makasaramana. Small. So when we practice for the attainment of the 4th arūpāvacarakusalaṃ, at that time our object, kasina object is sometimes limited, small object we take. So then if we continue to practice arūpajhānāni for the attainment of arūpajhānāni, then we have to remove that small kasina object. So also if you continue to vijnana jhana, also it follows. So that's why it is called limited object or small object. In the opposite manner, vipariyayena apamanaramana davuritava, the state of being very big object or huge object we can understand. So this is something about the vijnana jhana. So one thing we can take note is the word vijnana. So we are very familiar with this, but the if we are asked to divide what analysis, then we have to make vijnana plus ananda. It derived from the vijnana plus ananda, and the ananda vijnana, vijnana nanja. So, but with the elation of somewhat, it became a vijnananja. So we can give some explanation like this, as well as for the attainment of vijnana jhana, the object to be overcome is the space, especially the space of concept we have to overcome, and also the object to be taken is a paṭṭhamarupa vijnana. Okay, the paṭṭhamarupa vijnana we have to take as an object only. We should not let it happen. So why we are making effort for the attainment of Vijnana Jayatana Jhana. We should not let it happen. We should not let Vijnana Jayatana Jhana happen. But only on the Vijnana Akasana Jayatana Jhana that already arise. So we can take that Vijnana as an object. Only then we will be successfully proceed to the Vijnana Jayatana. So
yeah.
yes.
May I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
So generally, when we talk about the Sukha Patipada Kipa Pinya or Dukkha Patipada Danda Pinya, here is there any limited time for us to divide? Or this is Sukha Patipada Kipa Pinya. This person is Dukkha Patipada Danda Pinya.
Sukha and dukkha is easy, I think. So,
but I mean, is there any like a time, like a 1 day or 2 days, something like that?
Kipa Pinya and Danda Pinya. Yeah, quick and slow. Quick attainment and slow attainment. Yeah. That may be a matter of time. It is a matter of time. The time
yeah,
is
because maybe for someone like Buddha's time, they can attain easily within like 1 day or even just a few verses. But later on, for some people, like for years, or maybe some people they cannot get it in this life. So, is there any like a fixed time for we divide this part?
We don't have such a fixed time, but it's up to the quick attainment. How long is it quick? How long is slow? We don't have such a limit, but we can guess maybe for those who are quick to overcome previous jhana, then and also it will be quick for them to attain the another following jhana. So maybe for the quick person, we can say what within one sit. Okay, you practice meditation, then and within one sit, then you attain. You can proceed to the another jhana.
And because yesterday I heard one Dhamma talk, not Dhamma talk, but it's by one Sayadaw's talk, and he said is even the person got the nimitta, like 3 days he got the nimitta, but we still consider him as a dukkha patipada person. And he said nowadays it's impossible to have the sukha patipada person.
Why?
It's because even like only 3 days he got the nimitta, right? The light, something like that for Alabala. But he said is the sukha patipada person is only for like within very short, like 1 day, like you said, maybe within one sit. That is we call sukha patipada kipa pinya. But for even those who, after 3 days, we consider as a dukkha patipada person.
Yeah, it may be difficult because even to attain the jhana, arūpajhānāni is very difficult, right? Even to do according to his talk, even to attain the nimitta, the light nimitta or whatever, it takes time. It takes time because it may be up to the not up to the not up to the time, the age here. For example, now we are in the 21st century beings. Okay, but for the 20th century beings, it may be better. So if I don't think like that, but it's up to the person or the how far, how much he has done before. Okay, maybe for some people, they can attain the nimitta or jhana, even jhana, they attain within one course of the meditation. Okay, maybe 7-day course or one month course. But for the others, it may be very difficult. He or she may find very difficult to even to attain the nimitta, to get a nimitta within 1 month course. So it's up to the person, individual person. So they are in the previous life, they have a practice, or previously they have a kind of a habit of practicing the kasina or jhana and so on. So that will make him easy, sukha padipada. Not up to the time, but up to the person. Okay.
But it's I was just curious when the commentator mentioned like sukha, dukkha, or kipa or danda. So what was the measurement for he wrote those words?
Yeah, previously, and then we have taught about that sukha or dukkha. For the sukha dukkha, for those who have a habit of practicing jhana, it will be easier sukha padipada for the easy attainment, easy practice. But for those who have no prior experience with the jhana practice, then it will be difficult. So then, what the dukkha padipada. So also it will be quick or slow. Also, it depends on their what the stored capacity. Okay, stored capacity storage. So it is like a what? It is like a computer. Also, we can make a simile of a computer. In the computer, there is a what? A memory. Okay, the memory has enough space, or then the computer start and shut down or run the program is quick. So, but for the limited memory, so it became slow. So whatever program we run, we encounter with many stops, sluggishness. Okay, so like this, I think. So it's up to the but individual storage of the what the barami. Okay, barami, but you have done something before, then it will make you easier. So, but no limited duration. This from maybe 1 hour is quick, 2 hour is slow, or 1 month is quick, or 2 months is slow. We don't have such a specific explanation for the sukha, dukkha, and then kipa vinya, danda vinya. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
hi,
thank you,
Sayadaw.
Sayadaw.
Yes.
Yeah, Sayadaw. So I have a question. So usually when we say that samatha meditation, for samatha meditation, the object is panyati, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here we have 40 objects. So we say that, for example, if we take the kasina, then we should be able to get to the appana samadhi because the object is panyati. But for example, if we take the Buddha Nusati, or let's see, ahare patikula sanya, then we say that we cannot get to appana samadhi. We can only get to upajhara samadhi because the object here is paramattha dhamma. And because paramattha dhamma is very profound, so that's why we cannot attain the appana samadhi. But here, in this case, so this is the question. So here, the second arupa jhana, it takes the first arupa jhana citta as the object. And that citta is paramattha dhamma. Then how can it attain appana samadhi in this case?
So here is a yes. So second and fourth jhana. Punyananja and Nivasanyana Sayadana jhana jeta, they take Paramattha object, a purely Paramattha object. Vinyananja Yadana. So there are also the the point I would like to, because I'm not a meditator. Huh? One thing I have to admit, not a meditator also, not yet attained anything. So, but in my understanding, so in this case also, number 2 and number 4 case also, we can understand with the simile or the what? With the simile of a casino. Okay, so casino, when we are talking about the arūpajhānāni attainment, then we say what? Matavi, casino, abo, dejo, vayo, and so on. Okay, then there, firstly, in the very beginning level, we have to prepare the casino object. This is the real material. Okay, actually, it is we can simply say paramattha is there. Materiality is there. Suppose if you take a Batavi, then the Batavi is a earth. This is paramattha. But in the Patibhāga level, then there is image only. It remains only image, no longer a reality, no longer paramattha dhamma is there. So also here, in the same manner, in the very beginning, Vijnana Jayarana, to attain the Vijnana Jayarana jhana, so we have to take what the Bhattamarupa Vijnana. The Vijnana as the object, but gradually that object also will remain as a Patibhāga Nimitta. Okay, even though it is a Paramattha Dhamma, so that Paramattha Dhamma will remain what? As a concept. So sanya is there. That's why here the Buddha said in the Pali word, sanya sahagatam. Vijnana jayarana sanya sahagatam. Okay. Vijnana jayarana sanya sahagatam. That's it. The perception is there. We perceive not the ultimate reality, but the concept. Okay, we perceive the concept of the Bhattamarupa Vijnana. So then it proceeds for the attainment of Vijnana Jayarana Jhana. So that is what I understand like that. Maybe you may have some more discussion.
Yes, Sayadaw. But and then for the case of ahare patikula sanya, it also has the word sanya in there. But we cannot get appana samadhi because the explanation is that because it refers to the oja, which is the paramattha dhamma. But it also has the word sanya, Sayadaw.
So then I think. But
sorry. Yeah. Yesterday I heard one Dhamma talk. It was talking about this point. So they said generally all the rupa, all the jhanas, they take a banyati as an object. But for the second and the fourth arupa jhanas, they take as the paramatthas. These two are exception. And they said these jhanas are not for beginners, because they already attend all the four arūpāvacarakusalaṃ jhanas, so they are very familiar with those. So their mind is capable to take this the paramattha can. But this exception is only for the arupa jhanas. And this talk was by the Sayadaw Govida. And he gave one simile is like the person who near the window, so a small window. So he was watching outside, and another person came to him, and the second person also watched from the window, but he has to depend on the first person. And the third person come again, they also have to depend on the first person. And the fourth person came in, they also depend on the first person, because it's only small window. So they said that's why they are everything actually they jhanas, the arūpajhānās, they are depend on the akasananjayatana.
So that's why they apana, right?
Yeah.
Is it? But what he explained is also reasonable because it is special. So because also it is already progress. So his way is already on the what? Now in the for the second jhana, fourth jhana, they are already very close to the final stage. Okay, very close to the topmost stage. That's why meditator is a very experienced here. So expertise. Okay, that's why. So that is also reasonable. That's why he is able to take a Paramata Dhamma for the attainment of Vijnana Jayatana Jhana. But the one more point is that in the Patibhaga Nimitta level, so you can make it everything perfect. Even the ugly one, Asubha also became a what? Asubha also became a beautiful in the Patibhaga Nimitta level. Right? So that why also we have to keep in mind. So generally speaking, we say that these the Rūpajhānās, there is some classification. This kind of a meditation objects does not lead to the jhana apana. This kind of a meditation objects does profitable for the attainment of apana. So we have such a classifications, but kasina or meditation object itself may not be may not be directly lead, may not be able to be supportive for the attainment of apana, but with the Patibhaga Nimitta, in the Patibhaga Nimitta level, then I think it is possible. With the Patibhaga, because even though you can change Asubha, for example, very corpse. The corpse is very ugly and smelly, and also very repulsiveness is in there. But if you take that object until Patibhaga Nimitta, then you can transform Patibhaga Nimitta to become a beautiful one. So also Paramata to Panyati to Paramata, so you can transform. So then here in that, if you think like that with the Patibhaga Nimitta, the power of the Patibhaga Nimitta, then I think every meditation object are okay for the attainment of apana. So regardless of a panyati or kompramatha and so on.
Yes, Sayadaw. So I also heard about the explanation like Sayadaw Punya said, but to be honest, I'm not satisfied with that explanation, the expertise of the meditator, because we keep when we talked about those like Buddha Nusati and so on, we said that because Paramattha Dhamma is very profound, so one cannot absorb into that object. And then so I just want to know if there is any explanation in the like Myanmar Nisaya, maybe by Sayadaw Janaka Piwangsa or so on, whether or not he explained about this point.
I will read about the Mahasi Sayadaw also. I will read.
Yes, thank you.
Mahasi Sayadaw's explanations are very profound.
Yes.
So it is not only well-versed in the Piṭaka, but also practitioner, deep, very real practitioner. So his explanations are also breakthrough. So I will read his meditation instruction.
And thank you, Sayadaw. Yes.
So far is what I think I tell you. Okay. So, oh, time is up already. so, so very good discussion, and also we find something to be explore about the Brahmata, yeah, Brahmata object. So, how Brahmata object can lead a meditator for the attainment of Appana. Okay, so this is for the further exploration. So if any one of you have some explanation, also we can share. Okay, then we can make it more reasonable understanding. So thank you so much for listening, and I wish you good luck.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw. Sadhu, 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 Sayadaw.
So Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw. Thank you, Sayadaw.